Hello everybody, I am Bossome from the Bossome YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. I'm finally making another Project Eden's Garden video. I know it's been a while. I've been wanting to do some of these, but yeah, since the devlog has recently dropped for chapter 1, they talked a little bit about what to come, some special events that are coming up. So I'm going to talk about all of them. So yeah, I did watch this with my friend, so I didn't do a live reaction to or anything, but I was pretty excited for it, as you can see, especially with all like the new teasers and everything like that. So I just want to talk about it. They fixed a lot of the lighting on the characters, which I think looks pretty cool, and some of the environments, you know, sometimes behind some of the objects in the environment, they were very dark and maybe a little bit too dark. Personally, I didn't think they looked bad. I thought it was always an artistical choice, but yeah, seeing the newer ones now, they definitely look a lot nicer. They look more natural. One thing I will say is I like the lighting on the old Tozu statue better. I just like the more darker and deeper colors of it because it just looks more sinister, more like evil looking. But the newer one still does look nice, and I can see why some people might prefer it or why the devs decided to change it. But yeah, a lot of new art changes. I think they looked fantastic. They look phenomenal. I mean, they always look phenomenal, but I'm just so excited to see, you know, upgrades to it and see how they further improve in the future. They added a screenshot feature, which I think is great, especially if you're like a YouTuber like me. You could easily make thumbnails better and easier. You just easily screenshot it. Easy, yeah. Then there was this single screenshot. Now I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, is that a leak image for Chapter 1's trial? And I was like, okay, yay. So Eva's alive, Gene's alive, because I could see his arm, and then there's Damon. Then I realized it said the imposter is among us. Then I'm like, okay, so yeah, this is a joke screenshot. Then I also saw on the right, looking further at it, that it's the text from Chapter 0. But then there's this truth bullet called car battery, which I'm like, I wonder if maybe that's like going to be an actual truth bullet. That would be pretty subtle if they like had mostly jokes, and then that one bullet be like actually legit one. It actually kind of goes along with my theory, because my theory is Grace probably will die. That's my theory, who I think will die first. She'll probably fall in the water somehow, and then someone like electrocutes her somehow in the water. I was thinking that they pull on her band and it activates and shocks her as she's in the water. If the band's under the water and someone pulls on it with like maybe a glove and like it activates and shocks her, it could kill her. That's what I was thinking. But I mean, a car battery, if it's activated, they could just throw it in the water while she's in it and also kill her that way. So I'm kind of now curious if this is like gonna be a genuinely truth bullet or not, and maybe this is like a subtle way of showing, hey, maybe this is how the victim is gonna die. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it, but I still just wanted to talk about it because it just kind of aligned with my theory, and I'm just like, oh, I might be right. Although I severely doubt I'm right. They did also release the amount of words that are going to be in Chapter 1. It is 100,000 words, which I just did the math right now. It is 2.7 times longer than the prologue. And doing quick math, it took me about 4.5 hours to complete the prologue of Project Eden's Garden. So just doing that out, it's apparently going to take a little over 12 hours to play through all of Chapter 1, which is absolutely insane. Like, just thinking about it, they're completing a game in a little over a year, I think, give or take, of 12 hours worth of content. And even if they do have some of the assets made for it already, they still have to create a lot. They have to program a lot. They have to make new music, new sprites that are in the works, everything really. So still, I mean, even to get a few hour-long games, it might take a year. So the fact we're getting that is pretty awesome, pretty hype, not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what content they're gonna shove in. You're probably gonna get a pretty long trial, probably lots of lore, you know, like they're probably not gonna wait till the very end of the game to just give us all the information about the story, the characters, lore. So we're probably gonna, you know, get it casually along the way. Like, it just builds up rather than it just going nothing really, then spiking up just a whole chapter of lore dump information, because they said that they wanted to improve on the writing of the original game, and that was probably one of the bigger issues that I think many people have with the game. They just wait till the very end to tell you everything. So if the chapter is going to be like 12 hours long, I'm sure there's probably going to be some information, stuff that theorists like myself, I like to theorize a lot, can, you know, use that information to see where the story's going later on the line. Actually, a little bit of a sidetrack. I was actually thinking of making a theory video for quite a while. I've had plenty of ideas for it, but I just never got around to making that, so I apologize. I do want to get to that at some point, so I don't know when that's going to come out, but eventually it will. Before Chapter 1, though, at least. So yeah, they did talk about kind of like Q&A questionnaires and then translations. All good stuff, really, just so that more people are able to play the project. And people that have questions about the project, of how it's made and stuff like that. You know, if you're like a future developer or you're just curious, you can get your question answered. There's going to be like this art video thing, which I'm pretty excited for. Mainly because my friend is an artist. She makes phenomenal art, by the way. Like, I love her art. It's so pretty. Very cute. So this was like, me and my friend were like, oh my gosh, this is a thing. We could submit art to this. Well, she will, but I'm not going to submit anything because my art's kind of doo-doo water. But yeah, I'm quite excited for her to submit it. I'm sure she will do something for it. So, and I'm just excited to see the whole video together because, you know, there's a lot of good fan art. So seeing everything in one big mega video is going to be pretty exciting as well. So I'm very hyped for that video whenever it drops. Obviously, take your time. You don't want to rush it. And one of the last things they talked about for the reveal, which was the chapter 1 kind of teaser thing, is they talked about their booth that they're going to have in San Japan. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember the name of it right now. Basically, they're going to have a booth and they're going to be giving out some pretty cute stickers and an awesome poster. And now I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish I could go to this because it's literally on the opposite side of the world from where I live. So I'm like, I can't really make it. I don't even have a passport. But yeah, it seems pretty cool. You get a lot of cool gifts and you get to see like the beginning part of chapter 1 early. I wonder if they'll release it publicly. Like maybe someone will upload footage of it on YouTube or Discord or whatever. If they allow it, of course. I'm not sure if they will. If not, I completely understand that. What if we do get to see it? Then that would pretty awesome and get my hype up for this game even higher than it already is. It's already at the ceiling, so it might just break through seeing it. So yeah, I'm very excited for those that are gonna get the stickers and the post that they were talking about. Apparently just don't eat the poster, you know. I mean, you don't want to do a Nathaniel Bandy short video with that. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff there. Even if I'm not going to attend it myself, still just exciting to know that this exists and fans can meet the creators behind this pretty amazing project. And finally, the teaser trailer. This is kind of the thing they were like holding off for. I was thinking they would reveal like the first few minutes of chapter 1. That was my original theory for what the mystery thing that they were talking about was going to be. It ended up being like a teaser trailer, which I think is also pretty cool as well, showing off kind of the environments. And it looks all destroyed. Like, I'm like wondering what happened here, which makes me believe that there's going to go through some exit point and they're going to enter like this destroyed room. Maybe it's like an older classroom or an older part of the school that's like been destroyed or something like that they hid away from them. And as far as that exit thing goes, there might be some sort of mini game with that. I feel like the creators seem to like FNAF or the people behind it. I mean, someone's wearing an Unis on his shirt. Someone's got the Freddy Fazbear plush. I know also they talked about FNAF a little bit. They love their FNAF. They love their Among Us jokes. They just love making game references in general. So if they took inspiration from Five Nights at Freddy's and like implemented that idea like through a vent scene where you're crawling through the vents and maybe some illusions pop up of Tozu or something and you have to try to go through without panicking too much. Maybe something like that. They talked about new mini games in the daily life. Like there's going to be new mini games in the daily life. So maybe that might be part of it if they try to enter through it. You know, that might be kind of interesting. I always love to see like kind of horror elements implemented in like a Danganronpa killing game setting because usually I never really see anything like that. So if they do something like that, that'd be pretty awesome, pretty cool. Definitely be terrifying though, especially since it's in like a new environment. Like I never really see that in visual novels before, so it's definitely be a little spooky as compared to like, you know, a normal horror game. You kind of expect that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of my theory for what that exit might be and what it might lead to and kind of what will happen in between. Of course, I could be completely all wrong, but we'll see. So yeah, I think that's all the major announcements that they made during the devlog. If I missed anything, I apologize. So super exciting stuff. A lot of stuff to be excited for, especially if you're like an artist or translator or you're going to the con or just in general, you know, I mean, we're apparently getting this at the end of the year or early 2024, which is not too far away. I mean, the 8 months from when the prologue released, it was like just yesterday, it felt like. So we're definitely going to see the chapter 1 before we even know it. Like we'll blink and be like, oh shoot, they released chapter 1 and chapter 2 is almost coming out, you know? Like time just so fast, you know? So yeah, what did you guys think of this devlog? Are there any theories that you have? Do you agree with my theories? Do you disagree with them? Do you like some of the changes they made? Do you not like them? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to discuss it with you guys. I'll leave a link to this down in the description below to the original devlog, the chapter 1 kind of teaser thing, and then also for translators, editor, application, and also the fan art contest. Everything that they've put in the description, I'll put as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe if brand new, and of course, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!